I have spoken to countless people who live with psoriasis every day and heard about the impact that this condition has on their lives. They tell me how even the simple things can be made incredibly difficult by psoriasis. Amy is 19 years old and lives with her mum Karen. Their story is just one example of how living with psoriasis can have a big impact on everyday life. In the fight against psoriasis, knowledge is power. The more you know, the greater your chance of success.
I've had psoriasis from a very young age. Growing up it was a bit weird, you felt outcasted because you wasn't like the same as everyone. It was weird really because I was the only one with it at the schools I went to. But my mum had it as well, so it didn't feel as bad because my mum had it, she was there through it all.
Growing up with the psoriasis, I was the only one in my family that I knew had it. I was an adult with children before I met anybody else who actually did suffer from psoriasis. And I remember that when I met my friend, we were both really excited because we'd met somebody else, and it was like, wow, somebody else has got psoriasis.
I found out about Touch when I received a letter from my doctors inviting me to a meeting down there. The lady from Touch was there to tell you more about it, and there were more people that suffered psoriasis there, which was nice because it made you feel like in the community there is more than you. She gave us our registration forms and I filled it out straight away, and then she sent it off to me. I received like a welcome pack with a magazine and details of how to log onto the website and things like that, and I get emails through with updates. Touch programme made me feel more included because it's got the stories of other people who suffer from psoriasis, and it just gives you more insight into what it actually is. There were some really good information in them about like things you can like eat that could cause it to flare up, and really, you can really relate to some of it. Your GP can tell you things, but sometimes it's nice to know different ways you can deal with it.
I have noticed a difference in Amy since she signed up to Touch. She's grown in confidence, and I think that it's helped to know that other people out there. She's always known about me, but it's nice to know that there's more out there in the wider community.
I feel a lot more confident and I feel better in myself because I know that it's nothing to be ashamed of. Before Touch I had no confidence at all, and it's since I've just grown in confidence and I feel a lot better within myself. I would recommend the Touch programme because it helps you understand more about it, and it just gives you lots of great tips.
The Touch programme has been developed in conjunction with dermatologists, health psychologists and patients who have psoriasis, so they understand what it's like to live with psoriasis. Although psoriasis affects the skin, it can have an impact on your whole well-being. Equally, your well-being can have an impact on psoriasis. That is why the Touch support program has been created. Touch is a free and confidential support program that is available to all people with psoriasis who are 18 years or older and live in the UK. Further to this, all patients will have access to a free Touch helpline staffed by trained nurses, as well as access to a Touch website. The Touch website is packed with expert advice, coping strategies and practical tips on living with the condition, taking control, coping with stress, healthy living, feeling confident. There are also real-life patient videos where our patient panel shares tips and advice on living with psoriasis. To sign up to Touch, simply go to www.touchpsoriasis.co.uk and click register. Alternatively, you can call 0800 074 0916.